Hey everybody, this is Paxton Gordon here, back from vacation. Wonderful. It's too cold here, and you probably feel the same as track started. But signing day 2023 is continuing on here, joined by a special guest who's taken time out of his nice busy schedule here to have some fun with us. Carson LaChapelle's here. Carson, I hope you're in the same boat as me, and you're probably out there working, so it's a little too chilly for springtime, quote unquote.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's way too cold out there.
Well, and here you probably, even though it's cold, you're running, so at least it's keeping quote relatively warm, your body heat and everything. But you're here finally. Almost like sometimes people think it's a relief, but is it a relief that you made it here to your senior year, or is it more kind of like, oh gosh, my next chapter is like literally almost 3 months away, and I have to go and figure out what I'm doing here in the future?
Yeah, it's definitely both. Like, I'm kind of freaking out that there's only 3 months left of my high school career, but it's also relief that I'm here right now, almost done, and I've accomplished this much.
That go through some of those accomplishments that you think are up there in tops of your, I would say, favorite memories or stuff that you're going to keep with you for the rest of your life.
Definitely getting this scholarship, making it to state track last year. That was definitely a huge accomplishment. Meeting everybody here, just all the people, all my friends, everybody that's loyal to me. It's just a huge accomplishment also.
You talked about making it to state last year. Was that your first time making it to state in your college career? Or college career. Going ahead of myself there already. In your high school career?
Yeah, it was my first time in my high school career.
How crazy it was it, when you get through your event, sometimes, I think if I remember, I've been I wouldn't say a long time, but it's been a little bit since I've been in track. Do they still have the time set, to like a certain time limit? So once you finished your race, did you know immediately if you were making it to state, or did you have to kind of sit and let the anxiety kick in that, oh my gosh, did I not?
It's kind of funny. They had all the times up on the board, and it's the top 3 that immediately make it to state. Everybody else is just kind of, all the other times are put together throughout the state from the districts, and if you made it, then good job. And you won't know till most likely after the meet, but I got off, and I'm looking at it, and I got 4th or 5th out of that race at districts, and I'm thinking, oh no, I don't know if I made it to state. And then Coach McGuire comes up to me, just all naturally, and says, you made it to state. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you made it to state. And I'm just freaking out at that point. Like, no way.
You would think maybe a little more emotion from your coach being like, oh my God, you made it to state. But that's probably what made it so much more crazy and more jam-packed, was like, oh my God, I made it.
Exactly. And then you cracked into a huge smile and then everything. So.
And take us through last year, your state adventure. Of course, everyone talks about the nerves being a big factor, of course, when they get up for their first race. Did you have any of that, or did you actually find a way to quell them and get locked in?
I didn't do as well in state as I would have, and I think it's the nerves that definitely got to me. So this year, I'm hoping I can find something to just let my nerves go, just like get a hold of them. But yeah, nerves were bad at state.
I think it helps that, I'm putting you in there already. I'm already writing your name down in there for the storybook season, but you've already been there once. So that's like a bucket list kind of thing checked off. So you already know what you need to expect. That I think would help, when you get there. Of course, we're still way in the distance there, but you would think if you made it to your second one, all those first time things would just go right out the brain and you'd be locked right back in.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what to expect, and I can just ready myself right then and there and do way better and hope I place.
Well, now we're getting it underway. I can't believe it. We're already here already. So during your off season, what were some of the things you personally focused on that you wanted to improve off of a successful season last year?
I run a mile every day, so that way I can keep my endurance and stamina, grow it, and so that way, because I'm good, I'm best at 300 hurdles, and so that is what I was going to make it to state for again, and I really, really wanted to focus on that. I also stretched a lot, so that way I could get my flexibility over the hurdles quicker, so I also tried to eat a little bit healthier.
Well, first off, I just got to say, doing hurdles is probably the scariest thing I've ever done in my track adventures. So I commend you for not only doing hurdles, but doing the 300 hurdles, which is much further than the 100 hurdles that I at least failed to. But that's pretty cool. Now, again, getting on to past the high school, looking a little further down the road, what made you choose to go to the place that you're wanting to sign here for today?
Well, I visited their campus, and beautiful campus out there. And wait, was that the question?
Yeah, that was the question.
Okay, I'm like, maybe I heard the question wrong. I'm so sorry.
I know, you're fine.
So beautiful campus out there. The coach and everybody out there is super nice. I'm not just a number. I'm an actual name out there. Smaller classes, I love that. And then I met some of the athletes out there too, and they were saying how much that they love the sports at Wesleyan and everything. And then they said that I got a Fulbright scholarship there too if I accept it, and I like. Of course, I have to.
All the check marks left off, again, going to Nebraska Wesleyan University. So, and you talked about you not being a number, in some of the bigger programs, unfortunately, people don't want to say it, but they do become a number pretty early on to start their year. So how big of an impression did it make for you to know that, I actually mean something to this program, right off the bat?
Oh, huge. It was just incredibly huge how much that, like that I knew that instead of just, being ignored by teachers or coaches, I was actually going to be focused on, and, people were actually going to pay attention to me.
Love it. Now, got to talk a little academics. I know we wish we all go to college, for the fun of sports. So take us into what, at the moment, you're planning on majoring when you get into college.
I'm thinking that I'm going to major in data analytics and maybe minor in computer science there as well.
What interests you so much in the analytical side?
I really like math. I've always thought that I'm pretty good at math. My grades have also reflected that. I just really like numbers too. So I always thought, and data analytics, I've heard it's hard, and I've always liked the challenge with math. So I thought, yeah, sounds right.
Gosh, I wish you were with me during my college. I could have used your help in math, man. Come on, where have you been? But before I let you go and to get you walking out of here, I think it's time that we get those papers signed. And I wouldn't say wish you on. You still got some high school life, and we're almost there. But get you firmly locked into your university. Congratulations there again, Carson.
Thank you.
Well, that'll do it here for signing day 2023, the start officially of spring. Can you believe that? I can't believe that myself. But we will have more signings here in the near future, so please do stay tuned to the North Platte Post for all the latest on when those dates will be. Thank you again here at North Platte High School. I'm Paxton Gordon from the North Platte Sports Network.